Hey Leo Seeker, happy April, happy spring. Welcome to the Existential Shift. My name is Morgane. If you're new to my channel, welcome. These are the after tarot. They're like the Rider-Waite, only a second after. It's an interesting flair to them. Okay, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Cross watchers, intuitively guided. If you're here, welcome. And let's do this. The sun always does you good, I mean. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. The Chariot, Three of Cups, Eight of Swords. Can you see? So two people who have something very real to offer each other. Very real and grounded. But for some reason get confused a little bit or distracted by either other people or other situations. Could be work as well. And that distraction, in a way, makes them, instead of just being their, power connection, they end up helping each other clean the energetic leftovers of that from those distractions. Interesting, because both on their own, very, very, grounded, strong individuals, but the life events or situations that each of them is encountering, they end up meeting each other only. It's okay. Imagine like two people who see each other at the end of the day, and their conversation is about, the negative aspects of the day. And not necessarily negative, just the inaccurate annoyance aspect of the day or of their situations. And that's where they kind of meet each other. That's how they convey with each other. And it's not because that's the only potential that there is between them. So I'm wondering why. Some of you, regardless this is something completely different, are considering traveling around May, maybe towards the end of April, because this is a video for April. Could be something that, the intention is for fun and for pleasure, like let's take a vacation together, let's go somewhere together, but then it ends up being really intense emotionally, like maybe the conversations go really deep and they uncover and unveil a lot of like inner truths and lower layers of each of the individuals. So from something really optimistic and fun and great on the surface, and it is, that's the thing, it is. There's a surprising added level to it of really deep, intense conversations and feelings and emotions, like Page of Pentacles. I mean, I'm not surprised that by the end of April, people are traveling, right? Sun is coming out, yay. And don't get me wrong, this is not like, this is not being derailed from the purpose of the trip. If anything, it's the true purpose of the experience, the trip, the situation, the encounter being unveiled as this adventure goes on. You're like, oh, you thought it was about this, but then it ended up being about so much more than that. I'm also getting the element of like, either somewhat of a spiritual experience, maybe, like the type, like shaman ceremonies or like ayahuasca type of ceremonies, like something. It doesn't have to be like an actual ceremony. It could just be two people like hanging out in the car, smoking weed, talking about life. It could be as simple as that, or as grandiose as the Native American experience. But this is interesting. It's like, imagine two people who seem to be so in their zone, so powerful, and so kind of aligned and put together, and then when they meet, they kind of encourage each other to show each other their secret layers, the things that they don't show to the outside. It's like they have their own secret world where they are allowed to be imperfect and confused. Like maybe two leader type of people, two individuals that are being looked up to by other people in their life, but then when they see each other, they get to kind of take down their strip themselves from the perception of the strong Almighty and just be little old them. It's kind of sweet. It has a very romantic feel to it. Show me more, please. Please comment, guys, to tell me if this resonates with you and explain to me how. And if it doesn't, watch your other placements. Okay, these are general readings. Seven of Pentacles. These are general readings. They can't possibly touch everybody, and you can always book a private reading with me if you want your own specific narrative. I will link below the way to do so. You can be anywhere on the globe. Okay. Seven of Pentacles. And yet life keeps rolling, and responsibilities and work and planning ahead, and where is this leading to, and what are we doing here? The Empress. The Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. The Divine Feminine is very strong here. The mother aspect is really strong. A lot of people are handling mother situations. The mother is really speaking out, either vocally, like literally, or, from within, like the archetype of the mother is either waking up inside of us, or our relationship with the mother. It's something that I see that a lot of the zodiac have in common. I think this whole Uranus into Taurus, this whole shakeup of Gaia, of the earth, this whole awakening of Mother Nature kind of awakens that, from the macro to the micro. It awakens our own mother aspects. There is a sense of going back to how we were as children, like something reminds us of who we were, the dreams that we had, the goals that we had, and what happened to them as years went by, and as life kind of showed their presented their responsibilities. But I feel like something is reminding us in the next month, like kind of brings us back to the source of our strength, the thing that has started this journey in the first place. Okay, what has made us go on that journey in the first place. I feel like the Divine Feminine is very, very strong here, and the masculine archetype, the male aspect in this reading and the energy in your life is kind of, it's almost like, oh, they're rising to, my mother is like this, the girl I'm seeing is like, what do okay, I guess, okay, whatever you say. I'm seeing a guy that's like, all the women around him is like speaking up and like being like, I am this and I am that and I'm deserving of this and I should say that, and they're like, okay, all right, what you say you need? Okay, I guess I need to let down my arm and kind of listen. I don't think you have a choice. I don't think anyone is asking for your permission. There's an interesting discovery here. You see here the Sphinx in the chariot? So that's the origin shape of them. They had breasts, bosoms, feminine. But over the years, I don't know if it's Christianity or what, but they would cut the breast and just keep the lion aspect of the Sphinx, like make it masculine. But here in this deck, we are reminded of the feminine power that leads the chariot, that leads our dreams, that leads our aspiration. The feminine is the one that gives life in the first place, right? It gives birth. It is the neck to the head, as they say. The neck that holds the head. Behind every big leader, there's a big leader woman that tells him what to do. It's kind of feeding to the chauvinist aspect of things, where the man is always the head and the woman is always behind. And times are kind of changing, so I don't know if that was the right analogy or metaphor, but you get my point. There's also an aspect of decorating the home. I know it sounds completely unrelated and weird, but it is. Maybe you're moving in. I'm getting like a guy that is moving in with a woman, or maybe a woman is moving in with him or something like that, and suddenly everything around him changes and looks pink. Everything suddenly gets the kitchen is full, and the curtains are suddenly like colorful, like just there's more color in life around them. And I'm like, I don't know if we have enough money for this, but okay, good. I hope I'm making any sense. I know I brought up so many stuff in here. That's okay. You guys are Leos. You guys are royal. You can handle it. Passover, April. The Jewish holiday of Passover. Four of Cups. Right underneath the Three of Cups. Yeah, some of you might just be going to family celebrations, to a holiday. And it ends up being happy and fun and great, but also brings up a lot of insecurities and all the family dynamic, and who does the mother loves more, and who gets the seat in the table. I feel like it would be meaningful for you guys, for those of you that it's relevant for, obviously. And there is the archetype of the journey from Egypt to Israel. Interesting, because here we have this phoenix, this very Egyptian symbol, and Queen of Pentacles is very Israel. Israel's a Taurus. So is the Empress. That dynamic is very interesting. For my Jewish Israeli viewers, maybe you guys are going to Israel for the holiday, I don't know. But it brings with some sort of insecurities, your relationship with the family. And I know this is a very specific message that not all of you will relate to, but I'm bringing this up because it is coming up. So let's keep going. See what else is coming up. So many narratives simultaneously. You don't have to. Another Four of Swords. Four of Cups under the Three of Cups. Four of Swords are under the Eight of Swords. Okay. So as the emotions go up, the swords are reduced. As the emotional expression and feels is allowed to be, the more the mental anguish and the insecurities are reduced and make room for mental healing. Maybe you realize that certain things were only in your head and everything is fine. Some of you were worried about something. I don't know. The Hierophant. Okay, so Taurus is very strong in your reading, Leo. The Hierophant, the Empress, and Queen of Pentacles, all three of them are very Taurus energy. Um, Page of Pentacles can also relate to it, but not as specifically as these guys. The element of the structure and of the home and of your culture and of your origins, um, how should, how shouldn't, and how you are in that dynamic is very strong in this reading. Like your place in that, in this dynamic. What is home? Is home the new place that I've journeyed onto, or is home the place that I've come from? Some of you are receiving something financial, property oriented, maybe a key to a property, or I don't see an inheritance as much as information about an inheritance. It's weird, I can't explain it. Or let's say someone is stepping down and makes room for their one of their children or someone in the family to kind of take their place. And maybe someone announcing it. Oh my God. This is such a specific narrative. I'm sorry. I know these are general readings, and like watch your other placements if you don't relate. Or just join me on the extended. In the extended, I'll continue this a little bit, but I'll also make a new shuffle of Celtic Cross so we can see what happens there. And I will also have a rune reading. So that can bring up other stuff too. Okay, one more please for Leo. Show me, conclude, let's conclude April, please, and see what else. Let's conclude and see what else. What an oxymoron I am. Knight of Swords. Okay, someone is not gonna like something. Some sort of a decision of who's where and what, possibly in a work situation or in a family situation, is going to bring up some confrontation and arguments, and someone is kind of being like, no, wait, what? If it's not family, if it's not the whole holiday thing that I'm mentioning and bringing up and the whole family dynamic, this could be a work thing. You know, when you thought you're going to get promoted, but then it kind of, someone's being skipped for some reason, and someone else is getting it, and it brings up a little bit of frustration and kind of an aggressive energy that communicates what it thinks, what they think. This could very much be work or school. So put it, feel free to reverse the roles and also like kind of connect it to your own narrative. If there is the element of family, I'm getting more like the dynamic between the family and more mature kids. I'm not getting like little kids as much as like the older kids, and the dynamic between them. Could be siblings. Could be a mother wants to do wants one child to be responsible for something, and let's say the father wants the other child to be responsible for that same thing, and there's a little bit of like, okay, who does what? Maybe we divide the responsibilities, but we don't know if they're going to get along. Let me try to kind of take myself away from that narrative and see what else comes up from these cards, although that comes up really strongly. Look, all I can say, the emotions are going to run high, but there will be a lot of sense of self-restraint and control, because of, how you are going to be perceived in the situation. But then someone just like kind of snaps and just says everything. That one person in the family dinner that just says it all, calls out everybody. The black sheep, you might want to call it. But it's the last card that came out, so I'm getting that this person will have the last say, the last word. Someone is traveling from afar. Either to help, maybe also to help with some sort of like family business or situation. I wanna see a little bit further. I'm sorry. Just a little bit. Show me a little bit more for Leo for April, please. Show me a little bit more for Leo for April. Oh, that's what happens when you don't have a big enough table. That's better. More for my okay. Oh yeah, this Knight of Swords individual who speaks their mind is gonna be the one ruling the situation, kind of getting the last say, and there will be an agreement. I don't see it. They'll just step up, but I don't see it becoming a conflict as much as okay, setting things straight. And here you are, and we have the Moon and the Sun in a reading, and we have the Empress and the Hierophant. Parent dynamic, mother-father dynamic on the surface, but also inside that, that brings up a lot of like childhood conflicts and feelings is going to be stirred up. But I'm getting that it's going to be in a very pleasant, mature way. Maybe someone is announcing that they're pregnant. That is definitely a possibility. I like the King of Swords, Queen of Pentacle kind of dynamic because they're both very Venusian. Taurus ruled by Venus, Libra is ruled by Venus. There's a lot of, with all that dynamic, there's a lot of light and joy and happiness and celebration. So this month is going to be good for you. I'm getting like great announcements, like someone's being pregnant, someone is announcing a possible promotion, or someone is expressing their success and what they're going through, kind of presenting themselves really beautifully in a dynamic, like really stepping up and being like, and kind of shine. Of course, this could be you, Leo, because you're a Leo, you shine. But there's a slight element of surprise, not exactly surprise, but like almost like, wow, this person is really stepped up their game. They're really, they have something to say, and they're kind of owning their place in a way. If you're worried about the promotion, or there's a little bit of confusion or sidetracking, and if you'll speak your mind and be like, excuse me, but I was here this and that, and I know that and that, and that could very much be a good thing to do because it will be heard and addressed. Like the judgment will be fair and probably to your benefit. For those of you in a relationship, someone might be bringing their partner into the family, like presenting them, like bringing them for a family dinner, meeting the mother, meeting the parents. This could be a family event, a family gathering, a family holiday, and so on. So that happens, don't worry, it will all go well. If you feel I need to prove I hope the mother will like me, or the mother hopes that her son's girlfriend will like her, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. If anything, I'm seeing the father figures or the sons kind of being a bit more itchy and edgy and kind of anxious, but that will be okay as well. So don't worry. This could also be a couple that suddenly became pregnant and now they decide to get married. So they're like they have a lot of news all at once to say to the family. It's very funny. Okay, let me show you your extended. What I do is I take the numeric repetition and of course all the major arcanas. There we go. 171318. Okay. So this, my dear, is the beginning of your extended. After that, I'll have a Celtic cross. Could potentially be an added aspect to the narrative or something completely different. I don't know what will come out. But we will start by talking about this. This is going to be, usually it brings a bit more of either an esoteric aspect to the reading or because I do the sacred numerology. 3, 5, 7, 18, 19, and 2 4s. Okay, guys. So I will do the extended right now. I will see you soon. I will link it below. You already know that you can book a private reading with me. 2019 Ministers of Magic. This is actually the pagan new year right now, like, in April. So I did an extended for 2019. We have 9 months left to it, where every month is being dissected with the Afro Tarot, the Celtic Tarot, the runes, the I Ching, and the Akashic Records. So you can check it out. And Tarot Masterclass. Tarot Masterclass. I've uploaded all the minor arcana and all the royal court cards. Every card has its own video. So if you want to become a tarotchi and learn the path of tarot, you can just go chronologically, study the classes as I uploaded them. Or if you just want to know about specific cards, you can just pick and choose the ones you want and download them. I will link that below as well with more information. Thank you guys for being around. I'm super, super happy to have you. If you haven't subscribed yet, this is your opportunity. Join my tribe of seekers. And I'm on Instagram, by the way, the Existential Shift. Okay, guys, I'll see you soon, and I will see you in May. Happy April.